In today's video, we will be breaking down the newest field upgrade that just came out with Season 3, which is Toxic Growth. I have upgraded to Tier 5 and I will be going over every single upgrade and kind of explaining to you and telling you if it's worth upgrading and if it's actually the next meta. Because, you know, since a new field upgrade comes out, we don't know how it behaves. We don't know if it'll become the new strategy like the Frenzied Guard became back in Season 2. Before we fully get into the video, be sure to subscribe. Thank you all so much for 15,000 subscribers. And also be sure to drop a like on the video, as that always helps my channel and just in general gets the videos out there, so that would be very much appreciated. Anyway, basically the field upgrade Toxic Growth is very interesting. So the description of the field upgrade itself is: summon a deadly growth of thorns in front of you. Enemies moving through it are slowed by 50% and take toxic damage. Now this is the interesting thing, because when I first hopped into a game with this field upgrade, which I had upgraded to Tier 5 from the beginning because I was able to get all my Ethereum crystals yesterday before the Season 3 update fully came out, yada yada, I don't know if you did that as well, not important. But basically I was expecting this to be only a temporary thing where it shoots out a thorn kind of shield thingy where it just, you know, starts taking over the zombies and starts killing them and then it goes away. But the interesting thing with this field upgrade is that these kind of barriers of thorns that you create, they stay up for as long as they don't get damaged by zombies, or, you know, like they don't damage zombies, which wears them off, which instantly made me think of this can definitely be used in like specific locations to kind of slow them zombies down. And I have to be honest, this is going to be a game changer for Outbreak. I've only used it for a few times, and protecting the head, for example, was really cool because I was able to basically throw this down in front of doorways and stop zombies. One issue that I did find out with it is that sometimes when you try to place it down in locations, it tells you that it's not available to be placed here, but you kind of like attempted 50 more times spamming that button, you know, to place down the field upgrade, and then it's like, okay, sure, why not place it down here? So that's the only issue that I found out with like placing the things down, but it's really cool that you can basically put down an unlimited amount of them. So now let's get into the field upgrades. So the first field upgrade, which is the first stage, it's going to double the health of the growth. Now by this, I'm guessing it means like it doesn't get damaged as much. So for example, it won't be going away as much as it would without this upgrade. And I can actually tell you that there is actually a pretty long amount of duration that this thing has. It stays up for a good amount of time for you to be able to, you know, place it down and not worry about a certain location of zombies popping into you. Second upgrade is increase maximum charge to 2. So basically the first one will only let you have 1 at the beginning, which is a big shame, but with 2 and later, even with the Tier 4 upgrade, which I will just get into real quick, it will actually allow you to get 3 of them. So that is really cool in my opinion. With the third upgrade, double the damage enemies take while moving through the growth. And this is actually very interesting because this damage is very good. Sometimes I found out that it was basically able to be taking out just hordes of zombies without me even having to worry about them. And on top of all this, it does as well affect special zombies, which is really cool because obviously it does slow down the special zombies and damages them a lot. I used it in Outbreak on the like boss fight that you have kind of a thing, and it did slow and even damage down the mangler that I had. And on the Machina, for example, the Megaton got affected only I think when it's split, which is weird, but obviously it doesn't take really long to split them, and when you do that you can just walk them through it and it slows them down, which allows you to get good headshots without them out of nowhere coming up, jerking and slapping across the face as they do. So yeah, we already went over Tier 4, but now let's get on to Tier 5 upgrade. So this one describes itself as enemies killed by the growth explode, dealing toxic damage to nearby enemies and slow them down by 50% for 30 seconds. Now I don't know if this 50% means that on top of the 50% that we already had, but if that's the case, then 100% of slowness, so they just don't move for a whole 3 seconds, which isn't a lot, but it does also create toxic damage around the area where they die to even damage more zombies and slow them down. So I don't know if you're getting like a theme here, but basically this thing is just a barrier to stop zombies from coming through locations. And I use this to, you know, get up to high rounds to kind of get a feeling of how this works in game, to make a video on it, to describe it, to tell you if it's worth upgrading. And I used it up until a pretty high round, and I used it a lot because it was really effective. I was stuck sometimes and I was able to place it down and zombies wouldn't run after me anymore. I was able to just create barricades here and there when I was training or in specific locations, as I already described in Outbreak. And then I decided to change into Ring of Fire to test out the PPSH and see how it works out. And honestly, I'll be totally honest, I kind of missed Toxic Growth. I was like, oh, you know, Ring of Fire is great and all, it's amazing with the PPSH, but Toxic Growth just felt so much more effective. And one thing that I'll tell you is, if you play ever with your friends, I think think the best thing to run is, you know, obviously one person or two people, depends on how many people you play with. Definitely run Ring of Fire as always, but Toxic Growth should definitely be considered. I can 100% see this becoming a huge strategy for Outbreak, and also just in general if you're playing solo. And I guess if you're going for camos, this is a great freaking field upgrade. I love it. I'm actually surprised on how good it is. I hope it doesn't get nerfed, maybe buffed, I don't know, whatever they want to do to it. It's pretty good right now with the 5 upgrades. If you still haven't gotten your Ethereum crystals, then definitely do. I can link a video down in the description if you by any chance still struggle. It's not a lot of Ethereum crystals, but then again, the case is that you potentially might have to upgrade a bunch of things. If so, I will link that video down in the description. But the best tip I can give you for upgrading or just getting your Ethereum crystals is definitely just hopping to a game, getting up to like round 25 or no 26 or 31, and then exfilling because you get a bunch of crystals from that. But yeah, Toxic Growth, very good field upgrade. I'm actually surprised. They blew me away with Frenzied Guard, and now they blew me away with Toxic Growth. It's pretty cool. It's definitely one that I would consider using more in the future, and I definitely will be using it more. It's going to be pretty good for Outbreak. I haven't tried out every single game mode, which I should have, but Outbreak just takes absolute hours to play to get all of the levels and all of the rounds. I think it would be pretty good for like the Lockdown one, or it was really good for the Head one. It's just an all-out very good field upgrade, and I definitely recommend it for you to upgrade till tier 5. Anyway guys, that's going to be for the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe, like the video as always, and we will be making another video which will be actually a review on the PPSH and if it's the best weapon in zombies right now. Yeah, it's very interesting. It's a very good weapon. But your boy's grinding out videos, so be sure to be on the lookout for the next one, and I will see you on the next one, guys. Peace out.